Hello everybody, my name is Jared and welcome to another fun and exciting episode of Retro Review. Now as you can see, I'm once again alone and I apologize for that. As it turns out, trying to coordinate with other people with busy schedules is almost an impossible task. So I'll be playing a game by myself for you guys today, and it's one that I absolutely love, and I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time while I'm going through this lovely little intro bit, because it's one that is very story driven and it requires a lot of time to get into it. This game, Final Fantasy VIII. Can you see that? Okay, Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah. This game is actually the first Final Fantasy game that I ever played. Now I could be like some other people and say that Final Fantasy VII was the first game that I ever played and it was the best Final Fantasy game ever made. I'd be lying, because I actually did not play Final Fantasy VII first. Final Fantasy VIII was my first jaunt through the realm of Final Fantasy, and I wanted to share it with you so you could see why I got hooked on Final Fantasy. So we're going to try it out and see what we can come up with. Hopefully, I think we're going to jump right in, too, so I just want to make sure I got everything working. I think it's working. Okay, I got sound. I'm trying. Oh, the lovely thing about that. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yes! Okay, video. Are you recording? Now it's recording. Okay, now we can get into this. Jeez. Okay, I'm not going to let the whole intro bit play, just because it's long, and there's a lot of people that worked on this. Now, if you'll notice, this says Squaresoft, and all of the games that came out after go by Square Enix and all that good stuff, because the company changed, and they merged with another company, and all that good stuff. I do not, I don't have a memory card, so I'm going to hope I'm not going to lose too bad to start with. So we're starting fresh. Now, those of you that have watched games on my channel, my regular games, you know I play a lot of RPGs, or a lot of the indie horror RPGs, and I love the style of those games. This was the game that really got me into RPGs, because until this game came out, I had never really experienced an RPG before. Yeah, I heard about Final Fantasy VII. I heard that I knew it was an RPG, but I don't think I really knew what an RPG was. I think until that point in time, the only game that I had ever played that was an RPG was like Breath of Fire, and I didn't have the best of experiences with that, and it really kind of turned me off to the whole RPG genre. So I literally shut down and did not play RPGs again until this came out. And when I saw these images, which back then I used to be subscribed to a publication called GamePro magazine. I'm sure many of you who are in my age group remember that publication. I don't even know if they still make it. I'm sure they probably do. But when this game made it into that magazine, it featured a lot of these images, and I was blown away. I was like, this is the most gorgeous game I've ever laid my eyes on. I want to play it. I gotta play it. And then when I played it and I saw this, I was just, I was sold. I mean, we haven't even started the game. I mean, I know you guys are probably listening to me ramble on about this, but I hope you're watching this dramatic entrance, because a lot of this, again, plays into the story. So, yeah. And some of these images, they come back later on. in the series, or in not the series, in the game itself. And I love this music. Final Fantasy features some of the best music of any video game series out there. I mean, and I firmly believe that yes, that's my opinion, but I believe that there are several other people out there that would agree with me that Final Fantasy, when it comes to cinematic elements and the music, they take the cake. I mean, they're amazing when it comes to all that. So yeah, so we get right into it. Now, another fun fact about Final Fantasy, when this one came out, the characters still did not speak. I know that's kind of an unheard of thing now, but they just didn't speak. So how are you feeling? And of course, you can kind of guide the conversation a little bit. Take it easy next time, you hear? This is Dr. Katawaki. Love the names. Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. Now, this was always a fun thing to do because you could always go in there and change your name. And, you know, what's more fun than playing as yourself and, you know, naming some of the other characters after people that you went to school with. That was the thing. That Cypher won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see. Your instructor is Quistis. I'll call her now. Just wait here a minute. Now, Quistis. The first time I saw Quistis, I fell in love. She's like the hottest teacher in a video game ever, I think. I would definitely say that. This is not her, by the way. Squall. So we meet again. I never really understood that. Was she just in the room? Anybody that knows what happened there, kind of help me out here. Was she in the room or was she looking at him from another window? That is Quistis, by the way. I would have not known how to act if I had a teacher that was that hot. Sorry. Yeah. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. By the way, Cypher's the guy that he was fighting in the opening, if y'all haven't figured it out yet. In case you were asleep during the opening, come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Now you get to control him. Yay! Is there something in your mind? Not really. I always kind of felt like this was kind of an awkward interaction. Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. Ha ha ha. Ah, my controller went crazy. This was also a common thing whenever you're playing these old school games that had these beautiful visuals like this. Oftentimes they would put the low-res characters on top of these high-res backgrounds, or, you know, they would start integrating the high-res backgrounds into the scene whenever you're moving through it, or something like that. Which is kind of cool, because it enables you to move freely and explore these gorgeous environments. Let's start with today's schedule. There seems to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for the Now, some people say CD. I've always said seed. I don't know which is correct. I think it's seed, but yeah, anyway. Exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall in 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Cypher. That's him in the bottom. Bottom left. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. He's a bit of a jerk. Pound. Field exam participants, I will see you all later. And Squall, I need to talk to you. Okay, before I get into that, I need to, okay. And she's going to tell me to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway, just for the sake of time. Don't ask me to pronounce the first name, because I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's some sort of a Spanish name. We always just called him Sparky. and you'll see why. Okay. And no, I'm not fixing to watch the tutorial. You have to access the tutorial in order to get your Guardian Forces. But this is a neat little bit here. This actually is the network, and you actually can get information on what's going on at your school from here. Just there's stuff that, specifics about everything in there. About the school itself, messages, and then the festival committee, which if you're a nice guy, you end up becoming a part of. If you're a jerk, you don't care. Even though but even if you do become a part of the festival committee, you really don't even do anything. Not that I remember. I don't think. It's been a while since I played this. Okay, go talk to the instructor. You haven't been to the fire cavern yet. You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was gonna go this morning, but Cypher... Oh, yeah, and when it's kind of transparent, he's thinking, do you have a good excuse? Not really. Other than the fact that I was in the hospital. Then let's get going! If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I've been waiting for you at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. And of course, that's where it tells you to go back to your seat, and then you go back there and you get your Guardian Forces. And magically, she disappears as soon as she leaves the classroom. I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! Thump. Why? Are you okay? You do have the option to be a total silent, jerk. Teehee, I'm fine. I was kinda in a hurry. Oh, yeah, hey, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Woo, oh no! This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey, I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? We'll take the elevator, the first alarm, and show you the directory. Okay, now, it's funny because she asked for a tour, but this is actually a very quick tour, and it's also a good way to familiarize yourself with the layout of the area that you're in. I don't know if it does anything really if you don't show her around. I don't know if it affects future interactions with her. I'm sure it probably does, but yeah. Okay. Again, this is just basically showing her where everything is, and it tells you how to move around on there. I'm just skipping through this because, for the sake of this video, we really don't need to know all this, because we're not going to get that far into it, I don't think. Matter of fact, I might even cut this part out. Or fast forward through this really fast. This is the boring stuff. Now, of course, this... I comment on that. I say this is the boring stuff. There is boring stuff that you will encounter in this game. I want to get ahead to... Yes, I am taking the exam today. Cool, awesome. She's taking the exam too. That floaty thing right there is a save point. Get out of my way. Sorry, there were people in my way and I couldn't see. I know this is like blowing the minds of people who have not seen games that are actually this old. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Junction Squall. Junction Magic. Okay. Should I explain to you guys what I just did there? Okay, in this game, in order to use certain abilities, like to use magic and items, and to summon the Guardian Forces themselves, you have to junction them to a character, which means that they have to be assigned to that character. I junctioned Shiva to Squall. And she's fixing to actually teach me how to do what I just did. Okay. After skipping all that. Did I do it before I got out of there? Did it? Oh, crap. I'm in the field. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and junction her with Sparky. I should have changed his name to Sparky, shouldn't I have? I mean, I think I really should have. Okay. Now the fire cavern is over here. Random enemy encounters. It's a commonplace thing in the Final Fantasy series. Oh, by the way, I have a gunblade. I'm sure most of you guys who have played this game know that. I'm going to draw from it. Because I want stuff. I'm not going to make you sit through this entire battle. These things are actually, the battles themselves are necessary if you're wanting to make any progress in the game. So I'm probably going to cut out some of these, just for the sake of time. Yeah, killed you. Okay, now we're at the fire cavern. I did encounter another random battle thing there, and I stocked up on some extra magic. Excuse me, so that I can junction some magic. Got some of that stuff. Usually the auto junctioning thing, you know, I usually don't fool with it too much. I like to go in there and kind of custom everything. I don't have really very strong magic to junction, so it's not really a thing. Okay, so let's get up in here and do this. There's going to be some more random random monster encounters. Okay, I can do this in 10 minutes. Totally accidentally did that. I think I can. It usually doesn't take me that long anyway. Yeah, and I don't think you really get anything even if you do this in less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to hurry through this. And for the sake of the video, I will cut out some of the crazy... okay, yeah, stop talking. I'll cut out some of the random encounters. I can't believe I actually selected 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna skip over this. I'm actually probably fixing to find a bomb or something else, these bad things. And I'll just skip over this and get us to the boss in this area. So, hold on. Okay, now we're back. And I encountered like 3 more random encounters, and it's really eating away at my time. So, boy, this is stressful. Okay, so this is the first big monster thing you encounter, and it's actually a guardian force, like the other things, and you guys haven't seen that yet, so I'm fixing to show you guys. He's an elemental monster, so he's weak against ice, since he is a fire beast. So I'm going to actually attack him with ice. I'm also going to attack him with a little electricity too, but, you know, that's not going to do nearly the damage that the ice is. So, but like most RPGs, and like the last battle that you may or may not have seen, this is actually, it's turn-based. So he gets his turn, I get my turn, and then, you know, and then I gotta wait for my little status bar to fill back up so I can take another turn. These were the coolest things, and I'm not sure when they started becoming as cool as they are here. I think they did them in 7. 7 they existed. This one I always thought was kind of cool. But you see, my time is getting ridiculous, right? Usually I try to draw magic from this guy while I'm fighting him. I don't have time for that, so I'm just actually going to just lay into him with everything I've got, my guardian forces. See, that doesn't do nearly the damage that should have did. And, yeah. Just pray that I get enough damage done to this guy before it's all done with. Oh my gosh, this is stressful. I've got like 1 minute to take care of him and get out, and I don't even know if I'm gonna do it. Oh, if I don't, I'm gonna have to do this over again. Please, please, please be the end. Underestimated ship very well. I will join you. Okay, thank you. He conceded to join us. Okay, now I don't know. I think I've got 40 seconds to get out of here, or maybe the timer stops. I hope it stops. Timer stop. Timer stop. Timer stop. Timer stopped! Yay! Okay, let me go over this real quick. I don't want to know more tutorials. If you guys like what you're seeing and you try this game out for yourself, I encourage you to take a look at these tutorials, because they actually do help you to play the game. They can be a bit tedious and a bit boring, especially if you know how to do this. Thankfully, you can skip them like I've been doing and just go on about your merry way. Now, this, of course, is probably what you didn't get to see at the fire cavern. But anyway, from here, you go back to the school. So, I'm going to skip over that, and we're going to go straight back to the school. So, I'll see you at school. Okie dokie, now we're back at the school. Boy, that was quick, wasn't it? Okay, no, there was quite a few of the random battles that you run into. I thought there was something else I need to go over with you before you take the seat exam. Oh yes, taking care of your GFs. Okay, yeah, more tutorials. But anyway, as I was saying, okay. Change your uniforms from the first flight. Okay. As I mentioned before, these games are just loaded with story. There's not much you can do about the battles and all of that stuff, because it's very like drawing magic and fighting other guys, leveling up and building your strength and your experience and all that. That's the necessary stuff that you have to do in order to progress in this game, because if you've ever played Final Fantasy, you know this. If you just jump right in there and go straight to the boss, you die. Did that once. Final Fantasy 1 didn't go so well. I had a copy of Final Fantasy 1 from my old Game Boy. Yeah. Didn't go so well. I failed. Terribly. Interesting side note, the directory thing that you showed the girl earlier, and if you actually showed it to her, it gives you a quick shortcut to everywhere in the school, so you don't have to go hunting. Oh, wait, I actually need to get changed. So, anyway, and the reason I wanted to skip a little bit of this is because there's so much story, but there's also a lot of battling that you have to do to get to the story. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of the battles so you get an idea of how the battle system works. I'm sure those of you that have played Final Fantasy before know that. But now we're going into the seed field exam, which is we're going into a war. Okay, I spoil a surprise there, but we're going to war. Squall over here. I'll be announcing the squad assignments for the exam. Now let's see. You'll be with Zell Dinched. I think that's how you say that. Quite a lively fellow. Lively? He's just loud. Can I switch members? I'm afraid that's not possible. Zell is, yeah, he's an interesting character. Another thing about these old PlayStation games is you sometimes get these really cool CG videos that introduce you to characters. Oh wait, hang on. I love that. It's so weird. Whoa, I'm with you? I imagine his voice sounds a little corny. Yeah, okay. And then they teach you a little bit. Zell, actually, his weapons are his fists. Everybody's got their own thing, right? Okay, now of course they're talking about the fight that you saw at the beginning of the video, and they're talking about Cypher and what a jerk he is. All you have to do is ignore him. That's none of your business. Quistis chimes in, none of your business. Ahem, excuse me, but that Cypher you're talking about, he's your squad leader. Say what? It can't be changed. Because she's just a jerk like that. She likes to see you suffer. Cypher, are you here? Here he comes. Jump, 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 jump. The music stops. Fujin and Raijin tagging along as usual. Guess that makes up the whole disciplinary committee. Yeah. Instructor, I hate it when people wish me luck. Save those words for a bad student that needs them, eh? Okay, then. Good luck, Cypher. I love it! I love it. It's like poetic justice in a sense. Okay, like I said, lots of story. Add instructor trip to the list. Whatever the list is. Tons and tons and tons of story. You're all assigned to squad B. I'll be the instructor in charge. Yay, teamwork is of the utmost importance. Let's get through this exam, everyone. Listen up, teamwork means staying out of my way. It's the squad B rule, don't you forget it. He's just a jerk. Okay, so I'm not going to be reading all of this. Just remember, guys, Oh, yeah, Headmaster Sid. That's the thing with the Final Fantasy universe, is that there's always somebody named Sid in every single Final Fantasy. I was going to mention this earlier, but I'm sure most of you guys know Final Fantasy. There's like, what, 14 Final Fantasy games now? But they're all standalone adventures. The only thing they have in common is the way they play and how, all that stuff. And the fact that there's always a guy named Sid. I don't know why there's a guy named Sid. There were rumors about why there's a guy named Sid. I don't know. I've got nothing about that. I really want to get through this. Guys, I'm going to skip it. I want to get the next cutscene because it starts the battle, and that's the cool part. So, forgive me, but I'm probably going to skip this. Oh, the music goes away again. Because I really want to get to this part. Actually, I'm probably not. I want you guys to see this. This is a cool car. I might skip after this. Okay, so you all climb into this crazy car, and I don't know why I thought for some reason that we left Zell behind. So you get into this crazy car. This is where it gets interesting. You jump out of the parking garage and you haul tail out of the thing. And then, if that wasn't weird enough, you now get to drive the car. Oh, wait, no, you don't. Not yet. Yo, Squall, show me your gunplay, will you? Yeah, they talk. Hey, if you want story, this is the place to get it, man, because there's tons of it. Yeah, Squall doesn't talk a lot. He's kind of he's the dark, brooding hero type. Doesn't really say a whole lot. Zell is just loud and obnoxious, and he likes to shadowbox. And Cypher is just a jerk. And he calls him a chicken wuss. The first time I ever heard anybody ever use the term chicken wuss was in this game. I've never ever heard it anywhere else. Chicken wuss. That's the thing. Okay, I'm sorry. I love these old games. I get so excited by them. He speaks, instructor. Who was that girl in the infirmary this morning? Was someone there? I didn't notice anybody. Is there a problem? No, not really. Oh, this is great. I have a chicken wuss and a guy who just reached puberty in my squad. He's a jerk. I can go around talking about that. He's just a jerk. Okay, anyway. Now, you get to drive the car. Which, I'm not that great at. Squares forward, triangles back. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And you can follow the road if you really want to, or you can go off-road! Run through the trees, crash into the buildings! Anyway, that's where we're going. That place there. The car is actually a little faster than walking. You can walk to these areas, and in some cases you actually don't have a choice. You have to walk to these areas. Ooh, that was weird. Yeah, good headphones. Sweet. So that's the vessel. Anyway, you get these really crazy looking boats to drive, and you don't drive the boats. The boats themselves are a thing. But I've really been wanting to get to this part. This is the part that I've really just been excited about on a whole. Hurry, Squall. I was in front before you guys cut me off like a bunch of jerks. Anyway, this is the part that I really wanted to get to because if you've never seen this scene before, it's worth watching. Well, actually, we're not even there yet. So there's a little bit of talking where they're going to talk about the mission. I probably won't force you guys to do that anyway. But when the boat lands where you're fixing to fight, it's a pretty cool little battle scene, and that's what I really wanted to share with you guys, because it's really one of the climactic points in the Final Fantasy VIII game. And there's tons more. This first bit leading up to this point, it's kind of tedious, and you kind of have to just pound through it. But once you get past all of this and you get into that first mission, it starts getting fun, like really fun, because you really get to start doing stuff. I guess it's probably the best. I mean, not that you're not doing stuff now, but I mean, you really get to do some stuff. Anyway, so she's just describing what you're doing. We took off from here. We're gonna land over here, and we got troops coming in from here, and you're gonna land here, and you're going to attack from there. Any questions? Good. Let's go. So what are we supposed to do? And this is actually where they eliminate the G army inside the city. So basically, we've been called in. By the way, if you haven't figured it out, we're a military school. We've been called in to assist the army by eliminating the bad guys that are inside the city while they try to come in from the north to cut them off. Anyway, you get the idea. But as we learn with most of these games, there's usually more to it than that. Yeah, okay. And you can talk to everybody in here, but eventually... There we go. Okay. Once you talk to everybody, you get a chance to go up top, and that's where this awesome video hits and where stuff starts to get really cool. Go see what's going on outside. Yeah, okay. Good, because it's my order. He's a jerk. Okay. I mean, there's really no other way around it. He's a jerk. Okay. Now, this is the part that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm just going to sit back and look at this one. This is so cool. Oh, it's skipping! I hope it didn't just mess up! No! No! It was getting so cool! It's going again! Yay! Okay, good. I'm so glad that worked. I was getting so depressed. Okay. So anyway, you land on the shore like this. Okay, Central Square. I'm so great. I mean, it's so great. Okay, First things first, they tell you to equip your Guardian Forces before you do anything else. There's all your people. I need to go ahead, Junction Cell. I usually give him that one because I don't know why. I don't need that for her, but I do need Cypher to have one. Even though he's a jerk face. Okay. Now we're ready to go. Okay, now this is the part that I really wanted you guys to see, because this is where it starts getting interesting, because now you're following Cypher, save point there if you guys need to save, and you start fighting these soldiers, and they are like freaking cockroaches. They are everywhere, and basically the only thing you can do is fight them and just mow through them and get to the center of the city as quickly as possible. I want to show you this Guardian Force real quick because you've seen the other ones, and he's pretty cool. Oh, I might accidentally kill these guys before you get to see him. Looks like it. Yep, okay. Well, you'll get to see him eventually, I hope. I'll tell you what, on the next one, I'll let you guys see him. Because it's kind of cool. Anyway. And this is basically how you play through this part. You attack this area, and the rest of your people kind of come up behind you. Later on, this is a less dangerous town in the game. You actually... People jump off of second-story balconies and attack you. Okay, now let's do it. I want to show you guys this Guardian Force before it's too late! Struck first. Drats. Look out, it's Seed! I'm gonna draw from these guys while I'm here just because I can. Why not, right? Ooh, blizzards! That would have been very, very helpful in the fire cavern. Okay, here he is. Tell me this isn't a cool animation. Boom. Not to mention this part. I love this part. I mean, it's like he attacks them with a small planet, and they die horribly. It might have been a bit of overkill, but I wanted you guys to see that. Anyway, those become a commonplace thing. Yeah, I didn't do that. Okay. No, well, doesn't really matter. There are other things that you can do, like, and of course that was part of the, he's such an idiot. Anyway, in one of the tutorials, she was actually telling you how you can get the Guardian Forces to learn specific abilities. Which is cool. Hey, there's a guy. Let's kill him too. Yay! Which comes in very, very handy. Just one? No, darn. Whatever will we do? Good night. That's it. Okay. I think we got them cleared. Oh wait, there are more. There's one more group, and then after I kill this one last little bitty group, we'll be done. Yeah. I know right where they are. They're over here, hiding behind these cars. Hello. Anyway. one more lonely little guy who has fire magic. I haven't casted any magic. Okay, let me use some he doesn't have any magic. He's got magic. I'm going to cast some magic just to show you what casting magic is about. And I'm not going to get to cast any more. That's it. One. Thunder. Boom! You're dead. And then you get the fanfare, and that means that you're done fighting in this section. Anyway. So, that... I think that's all of them. Okay, so that in a nutshell is Final Fantasy VIII. I'm not going to... We're on standby till the enemy comes. Okay, I'm not going to play any further into this because there's a lot more story in this, and I really want to encourage you guys to pick this up and try it out for yourselves. For those of you that have a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, you can actually get this game from PlayStation Network. If you haven't played it already, it is available for digital download on PlayStation Network. I don't know how much it costs. I can actually find out. May actually do that. Let me see. Give me a minute and I'll tell you. Doobie-doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it might be a little bit longer. I cut out quite a bit there just for the sake of trying to keep this short. Because I didn't want you guys to just have to sit through all of the tediousness of the random enemy encounters that they run rampant through this game. They're necessary, but they don't drive the story. And the story really is the most important part of this series. You know, if you've ever played any of the Final Fantasy games, I know that you guys probably already know all that. I mean, they're all about story, and I haven't played one yet that does not have a great story and great music, and the character development in these games is just they're great. And that's why I like Final Fantasy VIII so much, is because the character development is really was the characters themselves, they were pretty cool. And you know, and the artwork was pretty nifty. You know, you get these really awesome books that had, you know, some pretty freaking cool artwork in them. And I'm going to drop them on the floor. Anyway, if you get one that has the actual instruction manual in it, there's some pretty cool artwork here and there in the instruction manual, like this one of the garden itself. It's pretty cool. And other stuff. So, if you can get your hands on a copy of Final Fantasy VIII, I would recommend getting it. It's a great game. You won't be disappointed. And there's guides upon guides upon guides available online. And, you know, if you need help getting through the game itself. Anyway, that's all I've got for this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, as always, we're doing this to try to help promote some of these old games that we played growing up. And to try to help you guys maybe to experience something new to you that might be old for us. I don't know. But anyway, that's what we got. And thank you guys again for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click on like and comment below if you have a favorite retro game available for the PlayStation or Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, NES, insert console here. Anything, I guess, PS2 or older. You know, let me know, and I will try to get it on the show, and we'll review it and see what we like about it. My name is Jerard, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Don't forget to click on the annotations at the end of the video for more videos that I've done, and this subscribe button right here. Also, there's another one at the end of the video if you missed clicking on that one. Be sure to click on subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel already. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys again for stopping by my channel. As always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye! By inches! By inches, I missed! the same spot! Oh my gosh! I can't believe I just did that twice in a row. The exact same spot. Oh, geez. Maybe TJ was right.